And welcome to the 5-Star Dynasty Podcast Live, episode 310. Our Nemesis returns, the injury bug. I'm your host, Tomcat. This is my co-host, Piff. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Good evening, everybody. The NFL is almost upon us. Like 3 weeks away.
3 weeks. No, 3 weeks exactly, because we started on Wednesday this year.
Yep, 3 weeks away, and I'm ready to go. I got a few more drafts that I'm pretty pumped to do.
I have so many drafts. I have almost all my drafts left.
I have 7 left out of 30-something. I'll probably 40 by now.
I got 17 drafts, so Puppy, please lay down.
I definitely don't have that many. I got this podcast. I got my home league redraft. I got my home league rookie draft. I got those 3 leagues you want to do. And maybe a chopped. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm probably going to make a bunch of chops soon. I have some people requesting them, but no, not money ones, just free ones, whatever. I don't care. And then I got your money one, obviously, we just did. And then I have all the ones you just named. And then I have, my whole series of ones that I've done for years. I have all those ones, too. Cold Hard Cash and... It's funny, it's called Cold Hard Cash, and then we play digitally. But it's fun. And then Hammer the Gods and all those ones. Still got to draft those. But I got to fill them, actually. But, yeah. So, other than that, I mean, let's just get right into it. We got some major injuries.
Major. Impactful for redraft, for sure.
Yes. And I'm talking Jeremiah Love. Now, they're saying he's probably going to be ready, but even if he is ready, there's a difference between return to performance and return to play.
And we always know high ankle sprains, they're a lingering injury all season. Very high risk for re-injury. So they better hold him out as long as he needs to be out and not rush him back.
Absolutely.
They have Algier. They have Connor. Benson's still not ready, but they could bring somebody in after the cuts,
Yeah, it's just not worth it to risk it.
It's not. You just invested so much into him. Why ruin him already?
How about it happening? I mean, it's so poetic for it to happen on the last carry, too.
Well, for one, he shouldn't have been even playing at that point. I think the coach just got excited and was like, "Just keep
14.
going, kid. Keep going, kid."
Yeah. Wasn't it his 14th carry of the game?
Yeah, 14 carries, yes. So, I mean, he probably should have got maybe 7 all day.
And it's unfortunate because he looked good.
Yeah. And now he's gonna start off slow because of that injury. That's rough.
Still gonna get overdrafted, in my opinion.
I think he's gonna dip a round or two now because he's probably not gonna be ready, to be honest with you. I don't think he will be. That's a shitty injury.
Even a round or two is too expensive if he's coming his first year in. You already had a couple doubts, and now he's coming in with an injury.
Yeah, but he did show you that he's going to be good if he's healthy.
I know. And for dynasty purposes, that's awesome. But for redraft purposes, that would scare me a little bit.
Yeah, in dynasty purposes, he's not going to fall at all. He's going to stay right where he is.
No, dynasty purposes, he's heavily entrenched into 101. I mean, even in super flexes, he goes 101. It's very rare that I see somebody take Mendo. What about you?
Even if you're doing a startup and you're in a dynasty startup for Love or whatever, I still think he's going to go high, especially he's a target for one of those, what is it called? The way to build. I can't remember what the fuck it's called right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I personally don't, as many of the listeners that if you've been listening for a while would know, I don't like startups that are combined, but I agree with you. In a startup that's combined, he will go pretty early. Yes, I do think that. Just like Genty did last year and like many running backs have in the past. But
productive struggle for like a productive struggle team. That's perfect. That's a perfect guy. Him and Neighbors, all those like injured guys that aren't going to play early in the season or play at their peak early in the season. Those are targets for
possible trade forwards.
Yeah, or draft them and do that way of building and have your team be good, but not good. You know what I'm saying? Not good in the beginning, but still good. So you'll be in the middle, but you'll still have a good pick for 27, and your team is still going to be nasty because those guys won't be at that peak all season, I don't think.
Yeah.
Or until late, you know.
One of the leagues, I forgot which one of the leagues it was that we drafted this offseason. I'm pretty sure I got Neighbors at a little bit of a discount. Not crazy, but like he's normally a first-round guy. So to even get him in the second or third, you feel like, okay, cool.
Yeah, if you're doing the productive struggle, those are like guys you want to grab.
Let's see.
Mecca Ibuka, toe. Don't know when he's going to come back to practice.
Imika Egbegbo. Imika.
Toe. He's got a toe issue.
Got a toe issue. That sucks. So he's just always hurt, eh?
And then we got somebody else got hurt too. Jaden Higgins out for the year.
Yeah. ACL. Done for the year, just like that.
Tank Dell back in play. Jalen Noel in play. As soon as I seen that happen, I put him on the block. Tank Dell on the block everywhere I have him.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, those receivers probably aren't going to do too great anyway. But
yeah, no. This is the time to cash in, even if it's just like a second-round pick or something.
Yes, exactly.
Would you take a second-round pick?
Shooting for? I would. Right now, I'm trying to move them in my home league for like
hear me out.
Downs or like Xavier Worthy or something like that.
I would trade him. Okay, so I would trade him for either a second or a third and a depth player. Like, I'm going to give you an example. You have like Kelsey and Ben Sennett as your tight ends. The guy offers you Juwan Johnson in a third for Tank, or you offer it to him. I would take that. The third isn't going to really be much, but it could be something. You never know. And then
Juwan Johnson with Tyson out.
Going to do well this year.
And Tyson's going to be out for a little while too. So
yes, I thought he was going to do pretty well with Tyson on the field because they just play different sides of the field. Now I think he's going to get volume.
Yeah, the thing was with Tyson there, I don't know if Tyson could support everybody.
First of all, Shuck, yes, he can because Kellen Moore is the offensive coordinator. So in my opinion, they're going to throw a lot of plays. The reason that I'm confident about it is because I do think there's going to be a lot of passes. There's going to be a lot of snaps going. I think they're going to, on average, have more snaps than a lot of the other teams. And I'm really confident that, like, look it up, dude. I'm telling you, Juwan Johnson was getting crazy hype in camp, even with Tyson and Olave and everything. He's still getting hype as, like, he's a weapon that gets used. He's a former wide receiver converted to tight end. I think people forget about that.
I have him in quite a few leagues.
Yeah, well, you remember the last 2 years I've been very passionate that, like, he's a good player. The first year I was like, oh, there's a chance he could be good. And then last year I was like, idiots, why are you drafting him so late? Like, grab him. Everybody grab him.
And while we're on the Saints, Kamara is going to be out for a month or two, I think. So,
yeah.
Travis Etienne getting drafted kind of high looks okay now.
Travis Etienne.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, well, okay, Pife.
I'm not doing that.
I'm calling you Pife. I'm calling you Uncle Pife until you say his name correctly.
ETN, the abbreviation.
That's fine, Pife. You don't think it's gonna annoy you until it's like been like.
It already did annoy me. I just shook my head and rolled my eyes.
Yeah, you just wait. What up?
I know. I hear you, Smirku. I hear you.
I was about to say that's Smirku, I believe. Yep. I know. I can't wait. We were just saying 3 more weeks.
We got a trifecta league going.
Oh, yeah, Smirku. Let me know about that. There's the trifecta league is going to be really good, and I'm definitely going to do a separate podcast with that. And I'll probably just put. Do you want me to post it on this channel to give this channel more traction, or do you want me to post it on my own channel? Because I'll do either.
Post it here.
Yeah, okay. I was going to talk to you about it off air, but now that it got brought up, I might as well just ask. Because I don't mind.
Yeah.
I just
do it here.
It would just be me like an hour and a half once a week. Popping on, I'm going to say probably Tuesdays. Or, no, probably Tuesdays. Probably Tuesdays. I was going to say or Monday just in case so I can react to the game going on. But I've tried to do that before. And I don't really get to enjoy the game as much if I'm like trying to podcast and I'm trying to look at a game on an iPad. Or I podcast really badly. Like it'll be me like staring at the screen for like 45 seconds and then realizing I haven't said anything. It's bad.
Whoops.
So I'll do Tuesdays.
Just looking at the top of your head.
So I'm getting really prepared. So Mondays, DM me on Sleeper right now, Smirku. I'll get a hold of you right after the podcast. So basically, we're doing a concept where it's 3 leagues that are connected. It's a 12-team league. You have to be in all 3 leagues, and it's the same 12 people in all 3 leagues, obviously. But the regular season schedule will be the same. So you face the same person in all 3 leagues. The Sleeper League will be our TCR scoring with it's tiered with first down points and tiered with 10 and premium and all that good stuff that we've always talked about. Then the ESPN is going to be so that's the blue crown, and then the red crown is ESPN, which is classic PPR, and then the purple crown is Yahoo, and then that's going to be Superflex. So it's 3 leagues, and those 3 leagues are all connected. And then if you get special titles, I'm going to podcast every week about the leagues. It's going to be very interactive. Anybody from the league is welcome to come on as a guest. Obviously, Piff, if you just want to co-host with me, you can. But if you're not available that night, I totally get it. Or if you're available some nights, but you're not some nights, totally get it. But no matter what, I'm thinking Tuesday is going to be the night for me to do that. You'll get little titles and whatnot. And I'll keep track of stats and say Piff wins all 3, he's a Triple Crown winner. Say he wins all 3 within 4 years, then he's a Grand Slam champion. So when I announce people at the he's a Grand Slam champion, I'll mention stats and this and that. So it's gonna be really interactive. It's gonna be really cool. It's a really cool new concept. I thought about it years ago, and every year I would wait till 2 weeks before probably 1 week before the season and be like, wow, I wish I did that.
I was gonna say because we are pretty close to 2 weeks.
I know that's actually why I backtracked. But I'm excited. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna be doing me just ranting about stuff on Mondays. I'm thinking on Tuesdays I'm gonna do the 3 Kingdoms podcast. We're talking about that league. On Wednesdays, I'm going to do something totally different. Haven't decided yet. On Thursdays, I'm going to do something totally different. Friday, something totally different. Saturdays, I'm thinking in the morning. It might be morning or afternoon. Snake my draft finally. And then on Sunday mornings, we do the redraft show. So I'm going to podcast every single day.
Yeah. Wednesday is this show.
Yeah, but I was going to do something before it. My bad. I should have said that. I thought that was a given. My bad. We usually don't podcast till 8:30, but I get home early enough where I could probably fit in a podcast right before it of doing something else, like making fun of internet clips or anything. So yeah, that's
yeah. I'm hoping we can get unscathed with any more fantasy related injuries. I can't take it.
Not gonna happen.
Now with the Najee Harris Giants signing,
I'm so glad. I was just about to mention this. What the hell?
Do you think that is Scatterboo related, or is that Tracy related, or is it just depth? Because Singletary's
the signing or the injury?
The signing itself.
Okay, I'm gonna break it down. The signing is because of Tracy. He almost got Jackson Dart sent to the. He did get him sent to the Blue Medical Tab, but almost got him sent to injury. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. That was such a bad block. And then it was like the worst little attempt of jumping, and he wasn't even good. And I don't know, man. I do think it was directly because of Tracy. And then I think the injury is directly because of Scatterboo.
Okay. But yeah,
because for the people who don't know,
I think it's more of because of Tracy that they signed Najee than it is scared that Scatterboo's, not going to be ready.
No, I agree. No, that was yes, 100% Smirk you. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I 100% am confident that signing was because of Tracy and that Tracy just lost a lot of playing time. I really think that. And I think he was originally I gotta fix this mic. I think he was originally gonna play more than we thought. Like I think Scatterboo was still gonna get the lion's share. A giant workload, if you would. But I really think yes, it's because of Tracy. But yes, he got a concussion, or possibly because Scatterboo headbutted him. Insane.
I love this kid, dude. Oh, I love this kid.
I was joking around.
I mean, I know we already talked about Parasol last week, but Parasol done for the year. Like, these injuries just keep piling up, and we're in trouble if it keeps going like this for the next couple of weeks. There's going to be nobody left on our rosters.
All right, for real, though.
Zero.
Sorry, I'm just pulling up
that Jeremiah Love injury is serious business.
I was about to say, that's the worst one right now. I'm pulling up any injury news on my phone right now. See if we missed any, because I'm pretty sure we missed a couple.
We got Tyson.
So we didn't mention Jordan Tyson. He's going to be gone a while. We briefly mentioned him.
2 months.
We didn't mention that he's going to be gone like 2 months. Yeah.
2 months is going to be out. Him and Kamara are both going to be out. So, like you said, wheels up Juwan Johnson. Yeah, we talked about Higgins and how Noel and Dell are going to be, moving up. But, like, how much – we also talked about, like, how much is that really going to impact that offense or them in general?
I do like Dell.
It's really going to take.
You know what I think Dell's going to be really good in that people don't think about? Best ball. I think he's gonna be a best ball darling, where he has there's a potential of him having like a 27-point game,
2 touchdown games
in the championship. You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly. But
I think all my best ball drafts, I think I do have Tank Dell on my teams.
Yeah. So Smirk you, we were saying that this might be the time to sell on him. He's finally gonna have a little bit of hype again, and that if you truly believe in him, ride him out to the end. Ride out to the end of the sunset. Maybe you didn't pay that much for him, or maybe you drafted him in his rookie year, or whatever whatever the case may be. You don't want to pigeonhole yourself though. There might be a point where he's never worth anything ever again. This might be the time.
Good chance to dump him.
Yeah, this might be the chance that he's worth something. We were saying to go for a second-round pick, or
even Noel too, like him too. You get a third just to get him on your roster.
And we were saying a third and if it was like a third and a player like Juwan Johnson for depth at tight end, then maybe do that too. If you're going for a championship, not if you're a rebuild team. Juwan's 30.
But yeah, like Dell for a second, for sure. Would be
You know who
my
else we need to talk about? Makai Lemon.
Yeah, he's not looking like he's going to be a great play this year.
No.
On a bad rookie class, you're already down two or three rookies, 4 rookies already. Love, Tyson,
another guy to monitor. Another guy to monitor who's been out 9 days today if he didn't practice. Somebody who's been out 9 days of rest and hasn't practiced yet. Christian McCaffrey.
That's also a scary thing going on.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, we hit a buka in his toe. It doesn't seem serious yet. I'm not
Imika Egbegbo.
being like a serious turf toe. We could be dealing with an issue. But if it's just a sprained toe and not like a hairline fracture or kind of like broken,
Imika Egbegbo.
At what point does it become serious and not just like a cute little internet thing? We have to really seriously talk about this electrical substation being right next to their practice field. You're not slowing us down, Smirk. You, not at all. Don't worry about it. You're a loyal listener and you're a buddy of ours in fantasy. Don't worry about it. It's all good, brother. So no, it's one of these things where Mike Evans dealing with an injury. Ricky Pearsall goes out for the year. Christian McCaffrey dealing with tightness. Like, how much of this tightness is literally electricity going through the air?
I'm really just hoping it's like we don't want you on the field until regular season.
What if they're really scared of the substation? Like, you don't need to practice. You already know what to do.
But I feel like that's what it is. Like, we're not risking anything. We're just saying you're tight, and we're not letting you touch the field until a regular season.
Do you think there's a potential that Christian McCaffrey was siphoning off people's energy last year, and every time they went down, he got stronger? Because everybody around him went down. He stayed healthy the entire year.
I don't think he's got the Thanos rings or the Thanos gems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Or maybe he's Thanos, or not Thanos. I mean to say Thanos. You just said Thanos. Maybe he's Bane, and he walks up, and then he puts his hand on one of the guy's shoulders, and he goes, "No, brother, they expect one of us to be in the wreckage." And then he sacrifices his buddy.
Yeah. Kyle Monungai got hurt.
I forgot who that Monungai was.
Monungai.
No, that's not cool.
He's gonna be the Bears RB1 at some point.
Opposite news of injury, but Jalen Waddle returned to practice 2 days ago. We didn't have a chance to talk about that, obviously.
Yeah, DJ Moore did the same, hurt his ankle too, and he's back, so that's good. As well. DJ Moore is going to be really good this year. I can't help but think that he's going to be really, really, really good this year. What's up, Coon?
What's up, Coon? Look, they added this. Look on the screen. They added where you can.
That's beautiful. Let's leave that there. Oh,
you want to leave it there?
Yeah.
It's up to you. It was partially covering you, so I didn't know if you wanted it there.
That's okay. That's all right. I'm good with that. I love that. That's amazing. Now I can close this and see.
They just keep adding stuff. I'm pretty happy.
It's actually kind of worth the money now, a little bit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Eli Manning is not gonna make to the Hall of Fame.
He is, and he should. He has way better stats than people who've made it. If Kurt Warner is in the Hall of Fame and Eli Manning is not, then the Hall of Fame is a complete sham.
Eli doesn't have the stats. He's got the rings. He doesn't have the stats.
Do you hear what I just? All right, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Yes, let's get into some Eli Manning talk right now.
Is Kurt Warner a Hall of Famer?
Do I think so? Or is it just like a question?
First question, is he?
Yes. Do I think he should be? No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, then that's hard to argue against you, but play devil's advocate that you thought he was. These are their stats compared to each other. And they didn't play that far apart, so it's not like it's a pioneer and all blah blah blah. You know, the excuse we usually give if it's a guy who has really bad stats, but he's a Hall of Famer. Or like, for example, the guy JJ Watt wanted the number from the Cardinals. That guy was like a guy who barely had any stats. He was just like a pioneer of the game, and he played early. So it was like cool that they honored him.
The only reason,
at the same time, he really
Kurt
actually
Warner is in the Hall of Fame. The only reason Kurt Warner is in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion, is because he started old. His story is good, and he's part of the NFL Network.
Okay, so let's games. Eli Manning 236, Kurt Warner 124. Whatever. Who cares about that? Starts way more. Who cares about that? Okay, passing yards. Kurt Warner 32,344. Eli Manning 57,023. Almost double. Passing touchdowns 366 to 208. I mean, the yards per attempt 7 and 7.9. Passer rating, Kurt Warner's got him on passer rating. They had the same amount of Pro Bowls. Only difference is Kurt Warner did have MVPs, but then it's 2-1 in Super Bowls, 2-1 in Super Bowl MVPs.
The thing is with Eli, he's going to get in. He's going to because he beat Brady twice.
Yeah, exactly. He beat Brady twice.
Not because of his numbers, not because of anything else, but beating Brady twice.
Well, you can't say not because of anything else because the entire package.
Like the NFL is such a sham. Hall of Fames are such garbage, dude. They're not even like good anymore. It's like a popularity contest again, and it's just stupid.
Well, you're just talking about NFL
whatsoever.
UFC Hall of Fame is good. Okay, now we're done talking about Eli Manning. Now, it really just started because I thought it was funny that the comments were going to roll up onto your shirt, and eventually your shirt was going to say Boston, I love Eli Manning.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was funny. And then it ended up being a debate about if Eli should be in the Hall of Fame or not, which he should be. What do you think AI is going to think that he should be in the Hall of Fame?
Skynet's coming. That's what I think.
This is what Skynet said. Yes, I think Eli Manning should eventually be in the Pro Hall of Fame. It literally says he's a borderline case rather than an obvious first ballot, but he still belongs.
I think he should get in when he's like 70 before he dies.
Shut the fuck up.
He can get in. Just wait.
Dude, AI
thinks
first
ballot.
AI thinks just his playoff resume is extraordinary, and like how good that, especially that one.
Twice.
What?
He beat
but he threw like 900 yards in 3. I forgot what it was. It was like
there was one year where he went off. Yes, that year he went off.
That's what they're saying. And then also he beat the fact that he beat the 18-0 Patriots and stopped them from making history is enough in AI's mind to put him in.
Oh, pretty soon AI is going to be putting people in the Hall of Fame anyway. Am I on the clock in any leagues? Does anybody know?
What's that?
Tyler Warren suffered a groin strain today.
Oh, I don't care about that, Smirk you. I don't care about that at all.
Did you hear me?
What did you say?
Tyler Warren got a groin injury today at practice.
Really? Oh, God damn it. Can I ask you? I kind of am hesitant to talk about this, but it's our job. And you know what? I heard a couple podcasts say this years ago before we started, and it's always stuck with me. It does suck to balance like the fact that most of our listeners are people we play against. So it's like really hard to say like some of our really deep strategies right before we're about to draft. But little by little, I'm really, really moving away from all the early tight ends and wondering if this year there's so many good late ones that maybe you grab two of the late ones and which one of them is going to work out. Like the Juwan Johnson, Isaiah Likely, et cetera, et cetera.
Not even later than that, like not later than that, but like around the same area. You know, you got Kelsey, you got Andrews, you got Goddard.
Kelsey,
all
Goddard,
guys that could have great seasons this year.
Yes, and I just think that some people are going to spend up, especially in tight end premium. People are going to spend up, and yes, I do think Bauer is going to be dominant. I do think McBride's going to be good, but at the same time, there is part of me that's like, do I really want to spend that high up when there's going to be like elite guys of other positions that are going to be there?
Well, the ones you should be worried about spending on is the Warren, Loveland, Fannin.
Listen,
because those guys, I feel like the other two, they're pretty much the number one wide receiver on their team.
The funniest part is I loved Loveland so much, but that year I grabbed so much Tyler Warren that I grabbed some Loveland, but not enough because every time it would come back around, Loveland would be there, but I already had Warren. So I'd be like, I don't want to double up on tight ends. So it's just by circumstance that I'm not a huge owner with him. And now he's going for so expensive. I'm like, dude, I like Loveland, but I don't know if I like Loveland this much. I don't know if he's going to
that's where I'm at with him. That's where I'm at with him too.
Yeah.
I like Warren because we've seen the dominance he had when DJ was playing.
And DJ talked about him.
And we didn't really
just
see
recently.
that with Loveland. We didn't really see that. He had a good second half, but it wasn't like
the other guys were banged up. Wasn't
and he wasn't like he was the main character of the story either. He was just making plays. So, I mean, it could be a Dunze, it could be Burden, it could be Loveland, but I'm not going to say it's going to be Loveland automatically like a lot of people are. So, I think he's going a little high, in my opinion. Like, I think he should be probably after Fannin, in my opinion.
Sorry, I had to tell my puppies
I just don't
lay down.
There's too many to beat in that offense, and it's not like DeAndre Swift isn't going to catch any passes either. You know,
he might. I don't think he's going to catch a ton, but he can if he needs to.
He can. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I'm worried about Loveland and the price you got to pay to get him.
I think there's a world where all of them are pretty good and none of them are great. Like 1 week it's Rome, 1 week it's Loveland and with a little bit of Burden. 1 week it's Burden with a little bit of Rome. 1 week it's a little bit of Loveland or a lot of Loveland with a little bit of Rome, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think there's a potential that you don't have one consistent member of the Bears. That's what I'm worried about. That Caleb Williams is the actual consistent one.
Yeah, right. He's going to be consistent because he's going to be scoring. He's the quarterback, so he's going to be scoring all the points.
So it doesn't matter which one. Yes, exactly.
Just the other guys that you're going to worry about. What if they all end up getting let's say 80 catches, 750 roughly. Okay, everybody ends up getting around that.
Exactly. I mean,
that's good. That's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not.
It hasn't got 3,000.
There's not an elite player on the team.
Caleb has yet to get
good, but they're not elite. Their pathway to elite is tough because they're all. Pretty good.
You know what's really scary? There's a potential for one of the most classic franchises in the NFL to have to change its name to the Indiana Bears. And if Caleb doesn't get 3,000 yards this season, there's a potential
Chicago
that
Bears will
franchise,
never have one.
that franchise as the Chicago Bears never had it. So even if they get it as the new name, they
4,000 yards,
technically
right?
never
That's
had
what
it as the. It's kind of like
4,000-yard passer.
Yeah, it's kind of like Baltimore. The Colts were the Baltimore Colts.
Yep.
And it's like, but they never did. They ever win the championship as the Baltimore Colts?
Yeah, I think they did. Maybe.
I don't know. I was just saying, if not, then
Makes
that
sense.
city can't claim them as a champion.
I feel like it's a legendary team that has to be at least have won. But yeah, like who else could I be worried about? I'm worried about the Jets offense. Brees Hall, he got hurt. That's one we missed.
Oh my God, that's really you're right. We did miss,
and that's huge.
That's huge. Really, really bad. Who do you think it's just a mixture of both? Do you think it's Isaiah Davis? I mean, some people love Braylon Allen, but then I
think it's Davis. It's going to be Davis Allen mix.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Let's say Isaiah Davis secondary, Braylon Allen first.
Very, very possible. Yeah.
But I am worried about the wide receivers there because I don't have all the faith in the world in Geno. I mean, I hope I hope he gives you the first year in Seattle. That'd be good.
And and that's the thing is I don't think he's necessarily going to do what he did in Seattle that first year, so I'm a little worried about it. And at the same time, it's one of those things where every year I am the guy who usually stays away from Garrett Wilson. I am the guy who drafts somebody instead of Garrett Wilson, and some of the guys playfully clown on me in the chat and go, "LOL, you're taking so and so over Garrett Wilson." It's like, no, you don't understand. I believe in Garrett Wilson as the talent. I just think on the Jets, it's going to be very hard for him to be consistent. He's going to have to get an actually good quarterback. I don't think Geno has it anymore. What I saw last year in the Raiders was, you turn into Cinderella in Seattle for a little bit. Good for you. I'm happy that you and your family got more money. I'm happy that you were able to have a couple good seasons and have a end of your career that you can respect. But I don't think you have it anymore. And now you're going to the Jets, which is the worst situation. You went to the Raiders last year. It was so bad that they got the number 1 pick and took a quarterback. Now you go to your old team that you already failed once because they were so bad, and now they're just as bad as they've been, and now you're just magically going to be good? I don't know. I think he was Cinderella in Seattle. Once he got to the Raiders, it was like, oh, never mind. It turned into a pumpkin. The carriage turned into a pumpkin.
See, but I see Garrett Wilson this year going to be good in my eyes. And if not, he's going to have Arch Manning throwing him the ball next year.
Listen.
Or another quarterback that's taken high.
I don't fault anybody for drafting Garrett Wilson because I think he's a talent. I'm just saying I personally have found success in any league that I stay away from him.
I mean, it makes sense because every year if you take him, you usually got to take him kind of high, 3rd, 4th round ish.
Well, okay. Not only that. So his ADP is too high. 1 year it was 2nd round. It was crazy. But that was because he was going to have Aaron Rodgers. Remember?
Yeah.
And I do think that there was a chance it was going to be something, maybe, because it is kind of crazy. The first thing he does is look over at when he tears his Achilles, looks over at Garrett Wilson and goes, "Sorry, kid." Specifically to him, all over dramatic, "I was gonna make you a star, kid." But I respect and like Garrett Wilson as a talent. I just think we are going to look back at him and say, "Oh, okay, he was really, really good. If only he was on this team. Oh, he was really, really good. If he had a quarterback, and maybe another wide receiver on the other side to take a little bit of the attention off of, he'd be really good. I think that's going to be more of what he's again. I don't fault anybody for taking him. I'm not telling you not to take him, so don't not take him. Then all of a sudden he does really well, and you're like, "Oh my God, Tom K, you told me not to take him." I'm just saying, me personally, the few times I've taken him, it's been detrimental to my team. He's in a worse situation. I don't know.
But I do like.
I was at the game. He got hurt.
I do like the future for the Jets, just because they're building it kind of like how I would like to build it. You build up everything else, and then you place a rookie in that spot, and then you have him grow with those guys. I don't know. I feel like that works.
That works, and that's good. And I do think dynasty-wise, there's nothing wrong with Garrett Wilson. He is still pretty young and all that stuff. I'm just saying, like, if I'm in a startup, it's really hard for me to grab Garrett Wilson still. Like I viscerally, like, he'll be on the clock right there. He's there. I'm grabbing him at almost a discount, and I still don't want to take him. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I
can't. With that, a lot of people feel that way. So I've been taking. I usually like to go against the grain.
Well, the guy I did that with last year was Olave. I grabbed Olave in the 6th, 7th, and 8th in so many leagues.
That paid off.
He ended up being league winning.
That paid off for sure.
Yeah. So let's talk about.
I'm the scat man.
So Scattaboo, besides concussing Najee Harris, did you see at practice when he was running, his leg kind of buckled a little bit?
I did not.
Yeah, he runs and he does like a weird kind of cut. And like some people are saying his foot slipped a little bit, and then some people are saying it looked like his knee buckled a tiny bit. But either way, I have drafted him recently. I drafted him obviously as my RB2 in your Chop League. But I'm just confident that he's going to be mostly a 3-down back, but I do think that there's times like Najee will go in. I'm pretty excited about it. I do think he's going to be good this year.
Me too. I think he's going to have one of the better running back careers over a 3-year span if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
If he stays healthy, because after those 3 years, his career is going to be over.
Maybe.
If he does, because he's a banger, dude. He runs it. The way he runs is not a lasting.
I know. I just say maybe to have fun with it, because you never know.
A way to last in the NFL. That doesn't happen.
Well, the only time they last if they're the size of Derrick Henry, and he's not. But Derrick Henry is just Derrick. Can we talk about Derrick Henry just being Derrick Henry? Like, are you hiding from Derrick Henry? Or if you see him at your RB2 going a little like mid rounds, are you grabbing him?
I just bought him for. I think I said this last week. I just bought Henry in my home league to pair with James Cook because I needed and now I have Judkins and Scattaboo too. So I like my lineup a lot better now that I have Henry in there.
Yeah,
but I dumped Waddle and a third for Henry in a second. So
yeah, that's good though. Remember, it's a good trade for me now. But remember, live on air, I made the trade for I'm taking the last years of McCaffrey and Henry for Downs in a pick or whatever it was, or Downs in some picks.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately now I feel bad because I like Merkel and it looks like Downs got hurt. So hopefully he heals up.
It's a hammy. We know those hammies. You know how those hammies are.
Yeah, I'm hoping he heals up because I'm one of the kind of people that if I trade you somebody and then they get hurt after, I don't rejoice. I don't get happy about that. I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm so glad I got rid of that guy before. No, I am actually the opposite. I feel like crap. I'm like, oh man, I didn't know.
I think I mentioned it off air. Pretty sure I mentioned it off air. I said I'm trying to trade Dell to somebody who had Higgins for Downs. It was Dell and Quinn Allen for Downs, and then it was Dell for Worthy straight up. See if he bites.
Who's the Quinn Allen?
You're gonna know.
It doesn't matter who the Quinn Allen is.
No, but he was 500 points in the calculator.
I had to get you like the Rock. I'm sorry.
He's worth 531 points in the calculator.
Ugh, ew! I don't care what the calculator says.
The RB3 in Jacksonville.
Those damn Dynasty calculators scamming people on a. Do you know how many times I've had a Dynasty calculator try to tell the other person that they're beating me, and like okay, I don't use Dynasty calculators on my own accord, but if somebody says they used it, I go and check the same exact trade they offered me, and then I'll go and it'll say that their side won, and I'll look at the trade, and in my heart, I'll be like, my side clearly wins. I don't know. I can't believe this trade calculator thinks they're going to win this. And then next thing you know, you make the trade, and then their guy fizzles out because he didn't do any. Like, do you know how many times there's been like a wide receiver they swear is going to be so good, and then next thing you know, like the Dynasty calculator is like, oh, you're winning this trade, totally, bro, totally. And then next thing you know, 2 years later, that guy's not even in the NFL.
Like how I feel about Ted Hurst. Ted Hurst is going to be awesome, and I'm standing by it.
There's too many mouths to feed there. If injuries happen,
somebody came after me on Twitter when I said that.
I'm not going to come after you.
I posted it with his Raz. And he's like, Raz doesn't correlate to wide receiver. I was like, I know, but I just wanted to show you his stats and body weight and all that and height. So I had to use some sort of reference for Ted Hurst and why I like him.
I've grabbed him here or there. Actually, if you want to trade for him, let me know. I've grabbed him here or there, but I'm also not like, I don't not believe in him, but I'm also not like super, super all about him like you are. Like, I'm not like a truther, but I do think like, oh yeah, there's a chance, like Tez Johnson did pretty well, but like he's not, none of the guys who did well on that team are like solidified roles. They're all
the problem with the wide receivers on that team is they're all hurt all the time. And that's why I like Ted Hurst. Godwin. McMillan's hurt now. Abuka's hurt now.
Look what he just said. I hate the ones that add a bunch of nobodies to make a trade look good from a calculator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Can't do that. You gotta I see one, I don't like doing huge trades like that anyway. That's not my style. Like I don't like the offering 4 for like 1 and a bunch of picks. I'm not into that. I'm into breaking my trades down with like 1-2 guys, maybe 3, maybe 3 tops.
I agree, unless you took over. This is a rare occurrence, but say you took over an orphan and it's one of those guys who didn't use the waiver that often, so he's got like a bunch of empty bench spots. Then it's like, okay, then I'll trade a couple studs for good guys, but a quantity of them and a couple bench with that, because the other person has to maybe drop a couple. And I'm like, hey, I'll take that depth because this, I'm thinking of a very specific league this happened to me with, where I did something similar. I think I traded like Delvin Cook. Honestly, I got really lucky because it was the year that Delvin Cook shit the bed. It was like Delvin Cook for like, oh, what was it? It was like Delvin Cook and
thinking deep in the memory bank.
Keenan Allen, I think it was. For like 2, like, and they were both cooking at the time, for like 2 firsts of different years, and like random guys that are, probably not even playing anymore, but they were good flex guys at the time. And like my roster was like so many, it was just off. It's just off. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're missing like 6 spots, and I literally took over the team just to help out a buddy. But that league's done now.
Well, you gotta remember the average life for a dynasty league is like 3 years. So,
see, I didn't know that. We had ones that went like 6-7 years, and they're finally like starting to end. And I felt bad about it until I found that stat out. And then as soon as what's up, Pete? And then I found that stat out that you said 3 years, and I was like, oh, that actually makes me feel pretty good because a lot of ours last like 6, 7, 8, 9 years. That's pretty long.
Yeah. So, like, but I mean, most home leagues, they last a long time. But, like, when you're getting in a group of people, like, just like we do on Sleeper, the average leagues don't last that long.
That's what I'm saying. But we had ones that lasted, 7, 8, 9 years.
Fucking free ones that lasted 7, 8 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that we were able to get guys that, I mean, we would just replace a couple orphans here or there, but it's just crazy that we were able to actually get people to just stay for that many years on a free team.
I think a league I met Goolsby and Walker in was my oldest league, and that folded this year. I was like heartbroken. It was my first sleeper league I ever joined. 16 teams. Crazy. It was rough. It hurt.
Crazy that through Goolsby
again making the show.
Was it through Goolsby or was it through Walker that you joined?
I think it was just like a random Facebook league. Like they just posted it on Facebook, and we joined, and then we got an all in because we didn't realize that Sleeper had a chat at first or whatever. So we used like a Facebook Messenger chat for like a year. And then we just started, forget that. We all left that and just started using the Sleeper thing. But yeah, it was interesting. Met a lot of decent guys in there. So, I mean, and then, you network out. That's what kind of I did during COVID. It's just like network out, trying to like play with different people. And because I always played just like home leagues, I never really played in like public leagues like that. So,
yeah, my whole thing was, I played a couple years with some good people that I'm still talking to now, and some people that were like complete scumbags. Were like the kind of where like they conspired and colluded to kick people out of leagues if their team got too good through trades, or if say somebody didn't want to trade with them, and all of a sudden the one guy would like turn against like everybody against, not everybody, but like 3 or 4 guys against it. And like out of 12 people you'd see, we've briefly talked about this league before. It was the one that I met Tommy Dog.
Tommy Dog.
Yeah. Before he retired from fantasy. Now he just does sports betting. He doesn't even like fantasy anymore, I guess. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things where I had 1 year. It was 1 year. I had 1 year of Dynasty with having to deal with other people as commish, having to deal with like somebody being totally cool for like a year, and then all of a sudden at the end of the year they just randomly like collapse the league, or they just randomly like you don't want to trade with them, like a really bad trade, so they get mad at you and you just wake up the next morning and you're out of the league, and you find out that they made up some story that like, oh, he was being a jerk in the DM, and it's like, no, dude, you tried to rip me off on a trade and I said no, and you're mad, so you're trading for you. And like, oh, the final straw was the Tommy Dog League was the final straw. But right around the same time as the Tommy Dog League thing, where they literally said my team was too good through trades, and that because I won 2 years in a row, and so they were afraid I was going to be like a dynasty, and they just got me out of there. It's kind of crazy. It's honestly the craziest thing I've ever dealt with in fantasy was getting kicked out of a league for winning. It's crazy to me. But
I've won so much people quit.
Yeah,
that's happened. Where they're like, this kid's team's too good. Blah 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 blah. Well, I'm not playing this league, and then people leave, and then you got like, dude, make a trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's one thing, but it's just like I had that happen, and then around the same time, I had another thing happen where like one day everything was cool, and the next day you get on, it just says the league was deleted. Like without warning, the guy just decided he didn't want to be in the league anymore. Didn't want to run the league anymore. Just deleted the league. And it's like those things started happening after around the end of the first year. And when I realized that, I was like, oh no, I'm going to be commish. Like I would rather and obviously I've joined other people's leagues since then, but for the most part, I'm either commish or co-commish. Cause it's like, you got to
at least have played with the commish and know like how they do things.
Yeah. I would just play with random people and I'd trust them and they'd seem cool. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, one day they just change. Oops. Yep.
Yeah. The league I run has been running. My home league has been running since like 2009, 2010 season.
Is that redraft or Dynasty?
Dynasty. I started playing Dynasty, the money leagues. I never played redraft money leagues. I always played Dynasty, and then eventually got into redraft here and there money leagues. But I was always a Dynasty guy.
So I didn't even know about Dynasty at first. I got into fantasy football, did redraft for like 2 or 3 years, then got into Dynasty.
I want to say like the kids I was playing with, like DLF had just started and they were like following all that stuff. Like they were just like going through like their Dynasty rankings, and it was a different game then.
Absolutely. I'm going to look right now because the first year I did Dynasty was the year before I made a couple certain leagues. So if I go to those leagues right now and just add 1 year, I'll know exactly how many. I've been playing Dynasty since 2017. So it's been a while. We're coming next year. I'm coming up on a decade.
Yeah.
Well, no, technically next season would be the 27 to 28 season would be a decade because the 17 to 18 was my first year. That's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny. Oh, never mind. Okay. So if that's the case, I played 2 years. Was it 2 years? Maybe 3 years. I can't tell I'll have to go back. I can't tell if it was 2 years or 3 years as a redraft.
30 minutes ago, Rashad White tweaked his hamstring.
Bill.
I expect a good season from him, and he's probably a value in drafts. But with the hamstring tweak, who knows what's going to happen now. I freaking hate hamstring tweaks.
Oh, yeah, dude. You better believe I'm about to download that. How do you think Bill's going to do?
Huh?
How do you think Bill's going to do?
I think Bill's going to be a top 20 running back, probably. Top 24. RB2. We'll go with.
I'm not gonna lie, I was shamelessly getting that drop really quick and just needed to use it. Do you know about this song in Chinese?
No.
Do you know about it?
Negative, sir.
So it's a drinking game that college kids do because instead of saying Bill, it says beer. So it says beer. Yeah. I remember hearing that on
I think it was a good show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so, too.
Good show.
Definitely. Unfortunately, it's a good show about... Unfortunately, a good show about injuries and about players we're not going to be able to use or we're going to be hesitant to use.
Yes. Delayed usage. Breece Hall really hurts, though. Big time.
I'm really not trying to like. Basically, I'm not a buy the injury dip kind of guy. Like, there's certain players that I'm like, okay, I think this guy can work back from this, and I'll confidently take him. But then there's other guys where I'm just like, eh. Like, for example, I was confident on Neighbors this year, and I took the Neighbors discount in Dynasty because if he wasn't ready, I still had a player that I considered an actual top wide receiver. But there's some players that are already hurt this offseason that people are going to grab, and I don't know if they're going to be worth it because they're going to have a lot of off weeks.
Yeah, I'm nervous. We got drafts coming up. People dropping like flies already. It's not good.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous about Love. I'm going to end it talking about that. I'm nervous about Love now. As Dynasty, I love him. As redraft, I'm terrified. I don't want to touch him.
My guy that I'm going to end with is Jordan effing Tyson because I have so much of him and now I'm not going to be able to use him for a while.
Dude, you are not kidding. I have so much Jordan Tyson, and there's multiple times where I've had a choice between Jordan Tyson and somebody else, and I was like, no, his talent's too good. I don't care about the injury prone, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know,
The worst part is like, I could have took, because some drafts I drafted before the rookie draft. So
you could have took who?
Price at 4 instead of.
Oh yes.
Instead of Tyson.
Yeah.
Know, all the 4s I took, Tyson. Could have been Price.
I was taking him at 3 and 4. I was Tyson. If Tyson was there, obviously I was taking. We're both Tate over Tyson, I think. But.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But yeah.
But I was always Tyson over Lemon. So.
Oh yeah.
But
well,
we'll see y'all next Wednesday, potentially
next
Sunday.
Wednesday, baby. We're back on track. We're back. We're here to stay. And guys, keep playing Dynasty, baby.